If you pop the hood on a 2026 vehicle, you won't see an engine. You see a wall of plastic. And if you try to remove that plastic, you are met with a financial nightmare of tamper-proof. Screws, digital padlocks, and components that are legally sealed shut. We are witnessing the death of the driveway mechanic. And it is not an accident, it is a coordinated war on your wallet. Manufacturers want to turn every car owner into a lifelong tenant. They have sealed the hood, they have locked the software, and now they are charging you $200 an hour just for the privilege of fixing your own property. Welcome to Engine Forensic. Before we expose exactly how they made your own truck illegal to repair, hit that subscribe button and join our community of watchers to stay ahead of the corporate forces trying to lock you out of your own property. Today, we investigate the manufacturers waging this war and reveal why the hood of your truck is now a crime scene. 1. The digital lockout. In the old days, fixing a broken window switch was as simple as finding a $5 part at a junkyard and plugging it in. It was simple copper and plastic. But today, if you plug a new switch into a modern Ford or Chevy, it won't work because the computer will reject it. Why? Because manufacturers have put a digital serial number inside the switch. When you install the part, the main computer scans it. If that number does not match the factory list, the computer locks the system. The part is perfectly fine, and the mechanics are fine, but the computer refuses to let it work. To unlock it, you have to tow the truck to the dealership and pay them for an hour of labor, just to plug in a laptop and tell the truck that the new switch is allowed to exist. They have digitized the wrench and kept the password for themselves. This is not about safety, it is about killing the used parts market and forcing you to buy overpriced components directly from the dealer. 2. Mechanical blockades. Beyond the software, manufacturers have locked the hardware through what they call value engineering, but we call it a blockade. On a modern truck, simple maintenance has become a geometric impossibility. Take the headlight bulb. On a 1990 Silverado, it took 30 seconds. And a screwdriver. On a modern truck, you often have to remove the entire plastic wheel leaner, or disassemble the front grille just to reach it. On many German cars, they have deleted the transmission dipstick entirely, meaning you cannot check your own fluid level. You have to trust a sensor on the dashboard. When that sensor fails, you do not just buy a sensor, you buy a whole new transmission. They want you to look at that cramped plastic-covered engine bay, feel overwhelmed, and hand over your credit card. 3. The cab off crisis. The worst offender is the cab off repair. On modern Ford Super Duty trucks, the engine is packed so tightly into the bay that for many major repairs, the mechanic has to lift the entire cab of the truck off the frame. What used to be a Saturday afternoon job in the driveway is now a $4,000 labor bill. Why? Because you cannot change a gasket without a $10,000 commercial vehicle lift. They claim this is for aerodynamics and packaging, but that is a lie. They want to make repairs so difficult that you give up and pay the professional. 4. The battery ransom. Even changing your own battery has become a trap. On many modern vehicles, including BMW and Ford, the car has a battery management system. If you buy a battery at an auto parts store and install it yourself, the car will not recognize it. The alternator will treat the new battery like the old dying battery, overcharging it and destroying your new $200 battery in a month. To fix this, you have to register the battery to the car's computer by going to the dealership and paying them a ransom to click a button. They have turned the simplest maintenance task into a subscription fee. 5. Ownership versus service. This model started with John Deere, where farmers were the first victims. They spent $500,000 on a tractor, but if a $50 sensor failed, the machine would brick itself. The farmer could physically replace the sensor in 10 minutes, but the software would not recognize it until a dealer drove out to the farm to bless it with a laptop. Farmers were left stranded during a harvest, losing thousands of dollars an hour while waiting for permission to use their own property. The auto industry saw how profitable this was and copied it immediately. Now your truck goes into limp mode not because it is broken, but because a manufacturer wants you to visit the service center. They want to turn the automobile into a service just like Netflix. BMW tried to charge $18 a month for heated seats already installed in the car, and Toyota tried to charge a subscription for the remote start on the key fob. This is not manufacturing, this is theft. If you buy a 2026 vehicle, you do not own it, you are merely the primary user of a data collection device that is owned by the corporation. They control the software, the parts, and the repair. But the driveway mechanic isn't dead yet. People are buying hacked firmware or keeping 20-year-old trucks on the road at any cost just to avoid buying a computer on wheels. You have two choices: support right to repair legislation or buy an older analog vehicle where the hood opens to reveal an engine, not a plastic shroud. Reject the ransom. Never. Let them tell you that you are not allowed to fix what you own. If you want to keep the old iron running and stay informed on these corporate lockdowns, make sure to subscribe to Engine Forensic. We provide the audits you need to stay ahead of the curve. Keep your wrenches ready, and we'll see you in the next one.